Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on Hypixel Skyblock. In this video, we're going to be looking at the best texture packs overall for Skyblock that make your game look a whole lot cleaner and maybe even improve your performance in Skyblock. Now keep in mind, these are texture packs and not custom Skyblock packs, and there's a lot of videos on custom Skyblock packs. So without further ado, let's get right into it with number 1. So the first pack right here is Defrosted 16x by Keno and Lushi. So if you play or have even watched anyone playing Skyblock, you probably know this pack. This pack has clean, simple textures and is meant to be the default version of the Speed Silver Snowfall pack. This pack is simple, elegant, and has nice vibrant textures for all of the items, meaning that everything will be nice and clear on your screen when you're playing. So overall, I rate this pack as an 8 out of 10. The pack itself is an excellent pack, but it's not been integrated for Skyblock very well. For example, these leggings I have over here still have their leg pads, and most Skyblock packs should not have these legging pads on them. So up at number 2, we have Prism 16x, which is Refractions 250k pack by Lushi. So this pack was created specifically with Skyblock in mind, which makes it a really good pack. So as you can see here, these leggings don't have any legging pads on them, making the storm armor here look really nice and clean. The sword is also pretty good, and all the colors are a little bit more muted, which I guess is good for long playing sessions where you kind of want some duller colors, something like that. So overall, I rate this pack as a 9 out of 10. It checks all the boxes, and honestly at this point it just comes down to personal preference. The good thing about this pack is that it comes in a ton of different recolors, which makes it very good for anybody and any color palette that you may like. Alright, so now in at number 3 we have Snowfall. This is probably another pack that you've seen all over the place, and it is pretty much the same thing as Defrosted. The only difference is that most of the blocks have a nice winter-themed color palette all over them. So yet again, these leg pads are showing on the leggings, and I guess it's personal preference if you like that or not. Overall, it's just literally the same thing as Defrosted. And the snowy theme, it works really well in the winter, but I'd say that it does make everything look a little bit too bright on the screen. But if you're fine with that, then I think it's definitely a very good pack, and I would give this pack yet again an 8 out of 10 because it doesn't have any recolors like Defrosted, and it is not Skyblock optimized. Alright, so in at number 4 I have this, the 50mm minus 80k pack. So this one is not as mainstream as the other packs, but I definitely think it's a solid contender. As you can see, it checks all the boxes, it has multiple recolors, it even has thick and thin sword versions, and this pack utilizes greatly from the default Minecraft textures, which I guess is personal preference, but I do think that it could have a little bit more detail in some places, and some of the swords are maybe over-detailed, but in general, it is very good with Skyblock firstly in mind in its creation. In terms of cleanness, it's pretty clean, but some of the textures, like this wool here, could do without the boxes. Those boxes are not good for recording. But overall, I give this pack a very solid 9 out of 10. And lastly, at number 5, we have Midnight 16x by Zuxt and Lushi. Now this one is, again, a pretty less mainstream pack, but it still is very similar to some other mainstream ones. So here it is. As you can see, this pack has not been created for Skyblock, which is pretty obvious. But the reason I like it is because of these unique sword textures. These unique sword textures are like anything else I've ever seen. The cleanliness isn't really there. Everything is pretty blocky and defined. But the item textures are really good. They all look pretty custom. It could definitely be a lot cleaner. These textures are probably meant for PvP instead of Skyblock in mind, which is why I rate this pack as a 7 out of 10, but it does have recolors though. So that wraps up my list of the top 5 Skyblock packs in my opinion. Of course, packs and how you like your game are completely subjective based on the person. These are simply my favorite packs, and I'd like to share some of them with you in case you guys are looking for some good packs that all work with Skyblock. I have used all of these packs for recordings and gameplay before extensively, which is why I came up with this list. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the top 5 Skyblock packs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.